Alright. Let's not dilly-dally any longer. We're starting up Dishonored 2. Now, we're probably only going to stream it for about an hour this evening, since we did go a little long in Morrowind. For those of you who don't know, Dishonored is kind of a stealth game, I guess. It's set in... Hi, Noodle. Oh, gosh. Morrowind. What didn't happen to Morrowind? Thanks very much for the bits. I appreciate that. Morrowind, we were trying to complete a quest, and because I was wearing a robe that killed me whenever I rested, we ran into some problems that we thought were bugs. It turned out it wasn't bugs, but the troubleshooting took a while. Okay, so, anyway, what was I saying? Yes, Dishonored is a stealth game. It takes place in like a steampunk 19th century kind of environment. In the first game, you play as a character named Corvo Attano, who is a bodyguard to the Empress. Okay, see you in a minute, John. The Empress is assassinated, and then you are tasked the rest of the game with trying to find and kill her assassins, and protect her daughter, the Empress, Emily, I think her name is. And along the way, you meet a cast of characters, some of them noble, some of them monstrous, and you kill a bunch of people with your dagger. Oh, and there's this weird, creepy dude named the Outsider who was kind of sort of a god, but we're not really sure what kind of role he plays in the universe. He just seems kind of mischievous to us. So anyway, this game is a sequel to that one. By the end of the game, Corvo has killed all the assassins and some people that originally were helping him but betrayed him. He's rescued Emily, and then you see a cutscene at the end that shows Emily becoming the Empress and Corvo being her bodyguard. And I think we got an indication that Emily is actually Corvo's daughter. So Corvo was the lover of the Empress, Jessamine, and Emily is his daughter. Anyway, let's get started. A new game, please. Yeah, just use that slot. Let's go with medium. And we're in a tutorial, which is fine, because this might take me a while to get the hang of again. Dunwall, 1837 to 1852. As Emily Caldwin, ruler of the Empire of the Isles, you have numerous... Oh, we're playing as Emily. Okay. Your father is Lord Corvo Attano, infamous royal protector and spy master. In the years since you took the throne, Corvo has spent many hours training you in the arts of stealth and combat.
I remember training with my father in the years after the rat plague. Someday, he said, our enemies will come for you.
You guys hear that? Dunwall Waterfront. Meet up with your father. Okay.
The sounds and smells of Dunwall never change much. This is my city.
Oh, whaling ship. Whales have a really strange role in this game that we don't quite learn.
What training regimen
Thanks,
does
Noodle.
father have in store for me today?
All right, Majesty.
Whoa.
Let's see what you can do.
Oh, that's Corvo. Corvo talks in this game. That's interesting. He didn't talk at all in the first game. Thanks very much for the subscription there, Noodle. I appreciate it. Alright. Crouch. C. Climb and vault. C while sprinting, which is this.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
Hurry. You'll have to sprint, vault the obstacle, then slide under.
Did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's next?
Climb. Oh. I was like, why do I need to climb? I'm just going to walk up the stairs. Swim. Use WASD to move in the water. Press shift to swim faster. Press space to rise to the surface and C to go down. Okay. Is the frame rate okay, y'all? It's good. Thanks, Noodle.
No way except to
Where am I?
climb.
Oh, right. Okay. Just that.
If only I could spend every day running and jumping. Now let's
What?
see how quick my feet are.
Come to me.
Oh God! I didn't make it. Come to me. Oh, my
I'll
dog
have to
just
jump
died.
up and grab the edge to climb over.
Jump up and grab the edge of that. There we go. Okay. I don't know why I had a problem the
You've
first
learned
time.
well. Let's see how quiet you are, young lady.
Stealth. Press C to toggle stealth mode, crouching down and walking silently. Your visibility in stealth mode is greatly reduced. Stay behind cover and out of sight to avoid being detected. Enemies are slower to detect you in stealth mode, especially when you are farther away from them, above them, or at the edge of the peripheral vision, or in shadow. Though this matters more at a distance. Stealth mode enables you to take cover under desks or tables, to lure enemies away, distract them by throwing an object such as a bottle, or setting the alarm on a clock.
I want you to sneak up on me, if you can.
Sneak up on you.
Father's always on about the value of quiet feet.
Oh, okay. So it's a toggle. I don't have to hold it. Oh. Oh. Awareness. When enemies begin to detect you, an awareness meter is displayed overhead, gradually filling up. A full white meter means an enemy will search for you. A full red meter means you have been detected.
Get behind the enemy. Catch them by surprise. If you're quick enough with the chokehold,
I'm choking out my own father. Oh.
that's my girl.
Do some twisted stuff, these two.
Don't let me hear you or see you.
What did it say I had to do? Sorry, I missed it. I have to pickpocket the key from him?
Use cover to stay out of sight.
I'm doing it, Dad.
Didn't see anything at all.
Most people won't notice you if you're above them, overhead.
Why fight when you can slip past?
Yeah. Well, that's not my style. Crossbow. Goody.
Remember, a pistol will wake up everyone in the building. Your crossbow is quiet.
Wait. Oh, okay. Oh. I'm supposed to be shooting at the bottles below the target, the icons there. Used up all my darts, Dad. Okay. Get through that way. Turnbuckle. Ah. When in doubt, shoot it. Assuming there's no rat plague anymore, do you think?
Time for some more weapons and combat training. Let's beat each other up, shall we?
Okay.
Yes. Come on. You hit him. That's my daughter. When someone swings a sword at you, block.
Control to block with your sword.
Good. Block with your blade. Well done.
Oh, a little late.
Very good. You've got a natural instinct for fighting.
I'm your daughter.
If you time your block right, you'll throw an enemy off balance.
Nope, late. Nope, late.
You're quick. Smart move. That'd
Okay.
stop even the most black-hearted killer.
Like
can
you,
choke an
Dad.
enemy out, even in combat.
Oh, okay. Enemies off balance if you grab them by pressing control. Interesting. I don't know if that was a thing I could do in the original game. Maybe it was and I was just a really bad fighter and I
Go for
never
the
did.
fatality.
Fatality. Ah, damn it.
When someone swings a sword at you, block. Feel better knowing you can take care of yourself.
Thanks, Pops.
When trouble does finally come, you're ready to fight.
I am the Empress. I should probably have a considerable bodyguard, though. Today marks the anniversary of the death of Empress Jessamine Caldwin, who is Emily's mother. Assassinated 15 years ago. Visitors from across the Empire of the Isles have journeyed to Dunwall Tower for the occasion. So, when Jessamine was killed and Corvo avenged her, Emily looked to be like 12-ish. So 15 years ago would make her 27-ish.
Why do we celebrate the anniversary of an assassination? 15 years ago, in the middle of a plague that nearly destroyed Dunwall, a paid killer assaulted the palace where I was born and stabbed my mother in the heart. In the aftermath, the men who sent the assassin tried to use me as a pawn in a game of power. They would have succeeded, but my father, Corvo Attano, hunted them down and cut their conspiracy to pieces. All these years later, am I the ruler my mother wanted me to be? Now, we face a new crisis. A monster the papers are calling the Crown Killer has been picking off my enemies and dressing it up like my father and I are responsible. I don't know whether to get on a ship and sail to the opposite side of the world, or to have everyone around me executed.
Okay. The premise has me intrigued.
Watch your step, Majesty.
I'm not looking forward to all the ceremony today.
In the
Your
first game,
signet ring,
everybody
Eric,
that you meet
you're
in the
ready.
first, like, 2
Thank
minutes
you,
of the game is a
Alexei.
bad guy,
Open
so
the
I'm wondering
doors.
if he's a bad guy.
All hail Her Imperial Majesty, Emily Caldwin.
Loyal subjects, we're going through a difficult time, but today we honor my mother, the late Jessamine Caldwin. May her memory survive through the ages.
Emily.
You look tired, Father.
Every year, I think the anniversary of Jessamine's death will be easier, but it never is.
I wish Mother was still the Empress. I don't think I'm very good at this.
You're still learning. Don't worry about the rabble-rousers, and we'll catch the Crown Killer, eventually.
People are saying it's you. That these assassinations are a misguided effort to protect me.
No.
Let's not
Someone's
talk about
trying
this
to make
here.
us look guilty by targeting your enemies.
I wish I could just run away from all this.
Sometimes you do. You think I don't know about your nights out on the rooftops? Courage. The ceremony will be over soon.
Royal Protector and Father. I should have passed a law against that combination of titles years ago.
Sweet. It's like a Star Trek throne or something.
Your Majesty, before we begin the day's observances, we have an unexpected visitor, the Duke of Serkonos.
Ramsey says the Duke is bringing special gifts.
That's
Unexpected.
intriguing.
His Grace Luca Abel, Duke of Serkonos!
Mechanical soldiers? Amazing.
What is this, Ramsey? I didn't authorize those things.
Oh, great.
Your Imperial Majesty and Royal Protector Corvo Attano, a native of our homeland. Serkonos offers condolences on this sorrowful day, and gifts to remind you of our nation, the rising star on the southern horizon.
We thank you, Your Grace.
Save your thanks. For now, I give you the greatest gift of all, family. I present the lost sister of Jessamine Caldwin, your rightful empress, Delilah Caldwin.
What?
Impossible.
My mother had a sister?
Delilah.
Dearest niece, hello.
It's not true.
My father was Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin, and Jessamine was my younger sister. At the time of her death, I wasn't ready to make myself known to you, and I was forced to leave Dunwall. But now I'm home.
If you really are my mother's sister, you're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Little sparrow, blackened by bad memories, I'm here to relieve you of your crown.
She's a witch.
My father's promise,
voice is
whispered
weird.
in secret so many years ago, is now fulfilled.
Watch your tongue. Emily Caldwin is the daughter of Empress Jessamine Caldwin.
Royal Protector. How naive. to
Corvo's
think you could
voice
get away
is
with
the
these
same
murders.
voice of the voice
Living
actor in
my
Skyrim
palace has
who
protected
does,
you, but that's over. Hear me, all
what's
of
the name
you.
of the Breton
Your
shopkeeper
rightful
in
empress
Whiterun
has
that everybody
returned.
hates?
All
that
hail
guy.
the Empress Delilah, first of her name.
that
Arrest Emily
was fast.
Caldwin and her father for the Crown Killer murder.
What?
Yeah! Corvo's doing his blink. Oh no!
Sword can't still my heart.
Ooh. Oh no! She stole his outsider powers. Play as Emily Caldwin, ruler of the Empire of the Isles, trained in stealth and combat by her father, Corvo Attano. What? Oh, I have an option. Play as Corvo Attano, a legendary royal protector to the Empress and figure of infamy from the time of the Rat Plague. Ooh, this is a tough choice. There's a part of me that wants to play as Corvo because I was Corvo in the first game and continue his story. But then, playing as the Empress, killing all these dudes would be pretty freaking sweet. Emily. Yeah, let's do it. Could always come back and play it another time.
Cast you in cold marble.
No! That's what I said.
time you will come to love me.
Oh, you're not gonna kill her?
Perhaps someday you'll see me as the mother you lost. But until then, you'll be kept out of trouble.
I'll lock Lady Emily in her chambers, then I'll bring her to Colton prison until her trial.
You really should kill me. That's a mistake.
My father lost it all when I was a boy, so now I wear this uniform, and I send 20-year-olds out to patrol the rose gardens instead of drinking with the men from the shooting club.
Captain Ramsey, I heard shouting. Lady Emily, what happened?
Oh, she was actually a
all
good guy,
Captain
but now
made
she's
you.
dead. Everybody else was a bad guy.
That's the Royal Protector's fancy weapon. What kind of sword folds in half?
Kick-ass kind, man. You have no idea.
There's a legend in the Tower Guard about the Empress's last resort, a safe room inside your chambers holding enough gold to buy a good-sized island. They say that this ring is one of the only 2 keys to exist.
Oh, it's gonna be fun to kill that guy. Way later in the game, I'm sure.
What happened? Alexei. The throne room. Father. Nothing I can do alone. I need to get out of here.
Escape the Imperial Chambers. Well, he said it's one of only 2 keys.
Sir, how long is it going to take, Captain
So I'm guessing the other key
Hold your horses, Corporal. Dial. Ramsey knows what he's doing. The man's moving up in the world.
is somewhere here.
One of the good families. And now that he's helped the rightful Empress take the throne, Ramsey's heading back to
Should I just spin it and pick a place to hide for a while? I need time to think.
That's kind of cool. Ship launch protocol. Oh, there's lots of reading in this game. Empress, after the Royal Protector's shakedown cruise, will launch the ISS Jessamine Caldwin just before the anniversary of your mother's passing, pending your approval, of course. On the platform, with a bottle of King Street brandy tied to a long tether that you will release to swing out against the hull. What you say during the ceremony is, of course, up to you, but here are some ideas intended to serve as food for thought. May a brisk wind hurry you to shores near, far, and fair. May you shelter your crew from the perils of the terrible ocean. May you always sail for Bristol, true of heart and homeward bound. Yours faithfully, Advisor Wainwright. Wainwright, the name Wainwright means wagon maker. Nothing to do with ships, obviously, but... Take a note, Jenkins. Those are the different months. Right. Okay, that's right. I forgot about the different months. Schedule for Middlesong's Eve. Empress, presented for your approval the schedule for Middlesong's Eve. Morning meal with Tivian Trade Commission. Presentation from the research vessel Loblolly Swift. Just returned from newly discovered island chain off Pandician continent. Midday meal with dignitaries from Morley, who will present you with a gift in exchange for your attention to their complaints. Dedication and speech for new wing at the infirmary home for aged seafarers. Meeting with advisors on the issue of blood flies in the south. Evening meal with Lord Corvo at his request. Eric Plainstow, scheduling secretary. Let me out of here! Ah, I was just going to say, in the first game, sometimes clues would be hidden in
The Hound
paintings.
Pits Pub. I can't
that's
believe
right.
it, but I actually missed those times.
The Hound Pits Pub is where Corvo staged his revenge efforts against... She has 2 globes in her room. Against the
These
conspirators
bastards are working with
killed
Ramsey and the Duke of Serkonos.
the Empress. Where are those voices coming from? The chandelier looks conspicuous. Thinking maybe I could grab onto it. Letter from Tivian Trade Commission. Our most esteemed Empress, as you know, freight from Serkanos bound for Tivia is now routinely set upon by pirates or spoiled with bloodflies. In addition to the loss of Tivian lives, be they crew, dock workers, or shopkeepers, there is the material cost of the cargo itself, which can barely be calculated. If things continue unchecked, we will be forced to cease trading with Serkanos and perhaps to even embargo ships from the southernmost isle altogether. Excuse me. But this need not come to pass. The Trade Commission is a reasonable body and has already considered remedies to ameliorate the situation. We seek the following: independent, qualified inspectors at all ports, patrols to defend against pirates and smugglers, compensation for the previous and future losses. It is this list of remedies that I wish to discuss with you in person at the earliest possible opportunity. So far, your staff have resisted our efforts to establish a definitive time for negotiation. Prompt them to action, Majesty, for we are eager to travel to Dunwall. Until we can sit down and discuss this in a civilized fashion, I send you our best. Demian Shurigan, Principal. Tivian Trade Commission. It's funny that now that she's locked up in her room is when she's doing all of her work. Reading official papers and all that. Well, I guess the only thing to do is set this alarm. I don't see any other activables.
They used to hide frogs in this old grandfather clock to drive the housekeepers mad.
Frogs?
I thought life was complicated back then.
Oh. I thought somebody was going to come walking in, maybe, if I said that. Well... crap. Seems kind of silly to say that I'm stuck on the very, very first spot in the game. Oh.
How many times have I looked at that skyline?
I didn't...
It feels like everything just changed.
I didn't realize the window was open. I was wandering around thinking I had to find a key. That's right, you can lean. I forgot about that. Ah, and I have to toggle the lean. Okay. Nope. What do I do? Just fall to my death? I must need to get the key. But how if I know where the goddamn key is? Advisor Helmswater. Empress, we face yet another murder, and I cannot remain silent on this matter. Strange, is it not, that all the victims have openly opposed you? If not strange, then oh, so very convenient. Is there anything you wish to tell me, Majesty? How can I be an advisor if you don't include me in these most sensitive of endeavors? I feel I must be the only person in Dunwall who doesn't know the truth about the Crown Killer. Don't leave me out in the cold. I remain your trusted servant and advisor, Leonora Helmswater. I'm getting all kinds of intel here, but I don't have a goddamn key. Ooh, hide in the curtains. I was thinking, can I throw something at it? Do I have a bottle I can grab? Help. Please help. Been here so long, I'm getting hungry. No, like, false compartments or anything? Standing on a gazelle's head. Oh, man, captivity is very boring. What am I missing? I think I need to go outside. I think there's something out here. What the hell? Fuck it. I'm just gonna jump. Maybe this tree will break my fall. Thus ends the Empress. The hell, game? Why do you do that? Can't get around it. Nope. Yeah, I know. I died. Can't scale the wall. There's so much to look at on the desk that I thought it had to be something on the desk. Hang on a second, the game is kind of jittery for me. Maybe we don't need ultra textures. Turn off depth of field. I've never really liked that. That's good. Let's see if that makes a difference. Ah, yeah, it's a bit better. Breakable door. Yeah. Is right. I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Something happened when the clock chimed? I heard a click. Or was it just the clock winding down? Oh! I can open the other windows. Boy, do I feel stupid.
Delilah is some sort of witch. How is this possible?
Lady Emily, you're all right. I was worried.
Oh, she's still alive. Oh my god.
Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks. Looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry.
No!
Goodbye.
Alexei, we hardly knew ye. Hardly knew ye, Alexei. Maybe I should check and see if there's anything else about that I could use. Play the harp. Well, that's probably a bad idea. Well, shit. So, throne room. Safe room. What's my current objective? Captain who goes by the name of Megan Foster arrived in Dunwall. She's looking for Corvo Attano. Delilah and Duke Luca Abel have taken the tower. Dunwall is no longer a safe place. Escape the city by meeting with a boat captain down at the docks. Find clues by reading books or notes, listening to audiographs and conversations revealing alternative ways to finish your missions. Got all those. New year. We're starting a new year. Maybe 1852 will be less boring than 1851. I can't wait for Wyman to get back to Dunwall. We'll go to the abandoned mansion I discovered the other night at the edge of Rudshore. Maybe I'll have time to turn it into a scary haunted house beforehand, using sheets and hiding an old audiograph upstairs. Wyman would love that. We'll get spooked and hold hands, screaming and laughing. Come on, Emily. You promised to be more serious and to listen at court, and you're already planning your next escape. Let's start this diary again. Proposals for a new decree on whale oil rationing and distribution. The anniversary, that time of year again, the anniversary of my mother's death. There's no real time for reflection, though. It's all security protocols, menus, guest lists. It's impossible to slip out at night. I feel like a caged bird. They've already got me memorizing this year's speech. It's endless. Would it be so terrible if I just said what I remember about her? That wink she gave me, even as she was scolding me after I was caught climbing the statue of my grandfather. The sound of her footsteps as she paced at night. The time we shared a cabin on a boat trip to Driscoll. Or the time she agreed to let Corvo teach me to fish, but then had to pull a hook from my arm. That would be a speech. Bone charms. I have no bone charms.
I need my signet ring.
Oh, and that's going to be in the throne room, I bet. Secret passage in the royal chambers that leads to the street, but you need your ring to open it. Signet ring from Mortimer Ramsey. Won't give it up willingly. Bath salts. Crazy.
Emily, I know times are hard. You're the ruler of 4 nations, and I won't pretend to understand the pressure you're under. Only you, and your mother before you, could know what that's like. Whoever's killing off your enemies is doing so for calculated effect, undermining us. I do know what it's like to be blamed for murders you didn't commit, but trust me, we'll find this crown killer, and they'll pay. Tomorrow is the anniversary of her death. A sad day for sure. But I want you to remember all that's happened over the last 15 years. You've held on to the throne. And
Oh, hey, Max.
thought was right for the people of the Empire.
Glad you could make it.
The flooded district, kept the gangs in check.
We're doing Dishonored 2
Yesterday
here.
we launched a magnificent ship bearing Jessamine's name. You're becoming the sovereign your mother wanted you to be, and I'm proud of you.
Okay. Just Stealing everything from my own palace. That's how pathetic I am. I am very much enjoying it. I got stuck already just trying to get out of her.
He knows how to talk with the boss. What a lick spittle.
Just trying to get out of her quarters, she got stuck, did Emily. Also, it's nice to hear that Corvo has a voice now. Oh, this is my quarters. The Royal Protector. Historical record of government positions and ranks. Oh boy. Corvo Otano. Addendum. Corvo Otano, accused of assassinating the Empress he was sworn to protect. How unlikely he would not only overcome this shame, but then redeem himself so fully as to be named Royal Protector to yet another Empress. Those of us at the College of Histories were too fast to use pen against him. Yet, let us not blame historians, for the evidence against Otano was nearly overwhelming. First, he is the only Royal Protector ever to have been born of an isle other than Bristol. His foreignness is not itself a crime, but added to the suspicions, the most forgiving of which was that he lacked the capacity to fully understand his duties. Second, he was caught quite red-handed with bloodied weapon, kneeling over the body of Empress Jessamine Caldwin. Of course, it turns out that even this damning evidence was part of a clever plot to destroy the Empress and remove Otano from interfering with the ongoing plans of the Lord Regent's conspirators. And while I admit to publishing what are now clearly incorrect conclusions regarding Corvo Otano, I will not, as some of my colleagues have done, resign my position at our veritable organization, but instead I reassert myself in the endeavor of weeding out fact from fiction to produce the most salient histories possible.
Dude, when I give him one, it still got me one, but then if I eat it, no, wait, no, if he eats it, then what?
So let's see. What was it?
Hello? Anybody? Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
I forgot how to do a takedown from above. Dang. Getting manly for winter? Well, I just kind of started trimming it differently. And I've gotten a few compliments on the way it looks, so I'm sticking with it.
Traitors.
Traitors. Can I use his weapon? No. Damn, they killed all the servants even? Crown Killer strikes again. Dunwall citizens express shock and fear as yet another outspoken critic of Empress Emily Caldwin has met with a violent demise. The latest victim is none other than Ichabod Boyle, noted entrepreneur and supporter of the arts. Boyle recently wrote an opinion piece harshly criticizing the Empress for what he called her slipshod style of governance. Excuse me, and her willful neglect of duties. Our authorities are convinced the Crown Killer is the culprit, given the gruesome details left at the crime scene. As Her Majesty's most outspoken adversaries fall one by one to this notorious assassin, we boldly ask, is it now the duty of the Royal Protector to murder all who dare to criticize the throne? Thanks, Max. Appreciate it. Hookah.
This reminds me of good times with friends, with Wyman.
Ah.
All gone now.
Are you a hashish user, my Empress? Damn. All these poor bastards. Is this a dumbwaiter? What is this? No. Whatever it is, I can't get into it. Hey! Hi, MCR. Doing well. You? Oh, good. I had the choice to play, of course.
Room blocked off. We should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
I had the choice to play as Corvo or Emily. I chose Emily. Something different. Okay, wait, what do my journals say? Eliminate or kill. Could be locked inside the safe room, which contains rations and water. Why would I lock him inside the safe? Oh, instead of killing him.
Getting so one can't even breathe no more.
Hey, who is...
Oh, shit.
That's Emily Caldwell.
Traitor. That was for my father.
Hey, coward! Come fight face to face.
Well, I didn't mean to kill everybody, but I'm killing everybody. That's my usual Pem way, though. Whoa! Fuck. Okay, I didn't expect to see that. Got used to that. I need to brighten it up a little bit, you guys, because it's just a bit dark. High Chaos. Yeah, yeah. Max Chaos. That's right. I forgot about Max Chaos. That's how I roll. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too bright. Damn. How can it get worse than this? Uh-huh. A throne room. Lots of dead guards.
Animals. No respect.
Hey, she's Rodney Dangerfield. She gets no respect. I tell you, my aunt, she just comes into town and takes over. No respect.
pay for this. But I need to get away from here. Killed for their loyalty to me. Damn the Duke of Serkonos. Damn Delilah. Father, I don't know how, but I'll make this right. I promise. Senseless slaughter.
She's very talkative for trying to sneak around.
Look at this place.
What happened if I actually unlock this?
Ramsey's men barred it so he'd have time to loot my safe room.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, the ring's right here. Duh. I thought I picked it up when I killed him.
This
Yep,
won't leave my hand
that's right.
again.
Monochromium. Okay. Nothing stopping me from heading back up the stairs. Pretty sure everybody's dead.
Anton Sokolov made this lock. I spent so many nights in here after the rat plague.
It's a cool space. Cool hangout space. It kind of looks like a teenage girl's hangout space, though, doesn't it? Gosh. Oh my gosh, so many books to read. Looking at the swords animation. I haven't been paying attention. When she moves, you mean? Ooh. Pistola. Huh? Good and edgy. Ah.
I better take these.
Oh yeah, this is kind of cool looking. Oh, when she pulls it out. Let's see. Bone charms, crown killer.
I have a feeling I'll need these.
What is that one? Oh, spyglass. Exit.
The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
Yeah, good work, Monochromium. To be perfectly honest, that's something that I borrowed from Zemolf. He did the same thing with XCOM, actually. It was a stream of XCOM that I was watching him do. And he was doing exactly that. That's where I got the idea. Yes, but it does have the effect of using characters and losing them very like, oh god, I hope I don't lose this poor dude's character or this lady's character. They're watching me, and I don't want them to see me lose their character. Letter from Wyman. Emily, I didn't want to wake you this morning, but you'll forgive me since we must have said goodbye 100 times yesterday night. And the only chance I get to see you with your hair all whichever way is while you're asleep. As soon as the sun rises, you'll put on your Empress face. Makes me happy that I know your real face, the one that laughs at our silly rhymes. I don't want to go back to Morley, but I'm needed there. It'll be 4 months before we see each other again. I'll miss you. And yes, I'll bring you some white leaf tobacco for your hookah. If everyone dies next year, your day would follow first to go. Yep, that's how it's going to happen. Or you'll get a combination of characters that looks really cool together, like Carrot, Cabbage, and Spud, but you'll never actually use them together before one of them dies. And then you'll regret it the rest of the time you play. Lord Corvo, if you're reading this letter as per your royal protector functions, know that I am joking and perfectly aware that the white leaf tobacco is forbidden in Bristol. Take care, my daring Emily. Daring instead of darling, I guess. Don't go falling from a rooftop. I love you. Wyman. Let's see what happens when I throw this. Okay. I mean, I knew that was going to happen. I wanted to see if, like, the liquor would explode or something. Ah, so this is the Den of Sin, huh? Den of Sin.
Old Samuel made this. I'm glad he didn't live to see me driven out of Dunwall Tower.
Oh, that's right, I killed Samuel. I forgot that I killed poor Samuel. That punk. He was kind of an asshole there at the end. He was nice to me the whole game, and then at the end, he's like, I'm gonna let him know you're coming. Dick. Colwyn's Bridge. The Golden Cat. Office of the High Overseer. Boyle Mansion. Dunwall Tower. Coldridge Prison. Those are all places we've seen. King Sparrow Island. We were there. Cool. I always liked maps. I'm a nerd when it comes to maps. Whoa. Is that supposed to be Corvo? His mask kind of looks like... The face looks like Corvo's mask a bit. Of course, it looks like a skull, too, but... Oops. Corvo Attano, the Royal Protector in Our Times, Part 1. Oh, boy. Okay, Max, let's hear the, he still supports Sam. Damn you! Let's hear the proposition. I'll read this while you type. His parents were older at the time of his birth, and his father died in a lumber accident outside the city when Corvo was still young. Around that time, his only sibling, a firstborn sister, moved away to Morley, and the family subsequently lost all contact with her. Only 16, Corvo dazzled the people of Karnaca when he entered and won the annual Blade Verbena. The spectators, from all over Serkanos, were thrilled to see someone so young and striking from a working-class family advance through duel after duel, eventually taking the prize. Sounds like the arena in Oblivion. This unexpected outcome secured Corvo a junior officer ranking in the Grand Serkanan Guard. As a soldier, he was involved in a number of conflicts against organized criminal groups, rogue city-states within Serkanos, and pirate bands along the chain of islands radiating east from Serkanos. Sent from his homeland at the age of 18 by the Duke of Serkanos, then Theodonis Abel, father of Luca Abel. Aha! Corvo was assigned to serve the Emperor in Dunwall as a diplomatic gift. His Serkanan heritage made him a bit of an outsider in Dunwall, but the capital city must have seemed exotic and full of old-world mystery. A few months after he moved to Dunwall, it was recorded that Corvo received word that his mother had passed away several weeks after his departure from Karnaca. Oh, very sad. You make maps, then you show me the maps, then you make more maps. No, give me all the maps you got, man. I love maps. No joke, I will check out maps as long as you want to show them to me.
Emily, my daughter, I know that one day you'll be grown up, and I wonder what you'll remember of these years. Will you recall your time as a child with fondness? Or were there too many caretakers, formal dinners and lessons about boring old history? Maybe the precious hours we spent together will shine brighter. Time captured now and then with your mother and with Corvo was always close to my heart. I hope the season of rats and plague will be nothing more than a passing shadow on your early memories. A crisis come and past, weathered by your mother and her advisors. You'll sit on the throne someday, and will do well, I hope. It's a tricky life, full of responsibility and peril. It was not your choice to be the daughter of an empress, but I believe you'll rise to the challenge. Stay good-hearted, Emily. Keep drawing and telling stories, and only share your power with those you truly trust.
If only I could talk to my mother one more time.
So a couple things. One, I just remembered that when you play the first game, Corvo actually has Jessamine's heart. And her heart speaks to you with Jessamine's voice throughout the game. I wonder if I played as Corvo, if he would still have the heart. Another thought is, if... maybe you should tell me why I guess is a bad idea. Thanks, Wonder Chromium. Another thought is, if I had picked to play as Corvo instead of Emily, what would... Ah, I'm a vampire! Emily called me a vampire. What would the opening mission have looked like? Would it still take place in the palace? Would I still have to make my way here to the safe room? Or would it be a completely different mission? I'm guessing the mission would be the same. But I don't know. Oh. Statue of my mother. For a second I thought it was a statue of, who was the Brigmore witch lady that had the statues? That we ended up stabbing in the head. In the first game. In the DLC for the first game. And then another thought, it's good to finally see what the landscape looks like. I don't remember if a map like this appeared in the first game. I don't remember seeing it. But looking at it, it's interesting to see where Dunwall is located within Bristol. And it's interesting to see that Serkanos is really freaking close. I kind of thought it was just much further south, but the way they talk about it, it's like, oh, it's so far south. But that's about, like, that's the distance, I mean, just judging based on, well, the scale's too unclear to see. But I'm guessing that's no further a distance than, like, Dover and Calais or something, you know. Doesn't look that far, but it's not like there's an entire Mediterranean Sea in there. Okay, let's read the rest of these books, and then we'll get the hell out of here. Whispers from the Void by Barnoli Mulani. 2. Excerpt. Treatise on the physical existence of that foreign realm. These little glimpses of the void in dreams, or described by those awoken from comas, are not limited to select few. In my interviews, I've gleaned that there is not a single citizen without such visions, at one time or another. This, then, must be a real place, not folklore or mass delusion. Perhaps it exists deep below the earth, or far above it. Perhaps it is right next to us, but hidden. That's my thinking. Pem speaking here. Some trick of the light or wondrous curtain bars us from fully knowing it. And we all but wait for a natural philosopher to unlock the phenomenon, to show us how to see it at will. But when so revealed, it will not be a fearsome place any longer, not the distant and special realm described in the myth of the outsider. It will be strange, yes, even unsettling, but nonetheless, it will be a new realm for us to explore and eventually conquer. Okay. This is the age of imperialism, I suppose. What new treasures await us there? Are the lakes made of liquid diamond? The clouds of weightless silver gas? And what things would we learn? So this guy is like combination colonizer and big rock candy mountain singer. Lakes are made of liquid diamond and the clouds of weightless silver gas. the reason that I say that I think it's more likely that the Outsider's Realm is like right next to us but hidden is because when you're in the Outsider's Realm, you see like kind of sections of reality floating around. They're usually a little warped and weird. Oh, I should have read that one second. This one's the first one. Treatise on the physical existence of that foreign realm excerpt. It is a common story. A person has stopped breathing, pinned under the carriage wheels, or some other tragic happenstance, and is thought to be dead. But when the weight is removed, they make a quick recovery. But nonetheless, for a moment or two, this person was lost to us, lost to the world itself. Oh, no worries, John. It's going well so far. We've had a harder time than usual just getting the first mission done. But we have fully embraced our former Max Chaos ways. Though since we're playing Emily now instead of Corvo, I imagine we need to come up with a female version of the Max Chaos name. Bug-free, yes, bug-free so far. There's no cloaks that kill me when I rest in this game, as far as I know. What did they experience while in this temporary death? Darkness? Nothingness? No, indeed not. They tell us, as so many before have, that they were in a particular place, and can describe it vividly. And who among us does not know the place? Have we not all seen it in our dreams? This place we share in the farthest reaches of our minds. The realm where nothing makes sense, where one is at once both lost and at home. The void. Fascinating. Bone Charms. Excerpt from a book on sailing traditions in Scrimshaw. Bone Charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from salty dogs to young greenhorns still finding their sea legs. In old times, sailors cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of the bears. Jesus, arm-long. That roam the islets north of Tivia. Once the whaling trade began, the practitioners began engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon, increasing a lover's vigor, or providing defense against pregnancy. Feminine chaos. Yeah, whatever. Have you read that one?
The Crown Killer must be connected to all this, with the Duke and Delilah.
Delilah. I know almost nothing about Jordan Peterson other than what you read about him on Twitter, and I have not read anything good about him on Twitter. That's weird. Is that supposed to be like a miniature version of Corvo's mask that maybe Emily made? Or is it just a weird twisted Terminator skull? Okay, I think we'll be on our way, and I think once we get out this door, we'll probably actually call it quits for the night, because we are at the top of the hour. It's chaos theory. Very well done. A long day in Dunwall. Delilah and Duke Luca Abel have taken the tower. Dunwall is no longer a safe place for you to escape the city. Yeah, we read that one.
Until I understand this, I have to go into hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
Okay. This is where we'll stop the stream for tonight. We will make our way to the docks. Ah, there we go. We did it. It is a very, it feels just like the first game. I'm enjoying it very much. I imagine I will be just as bad at this as I was at the first game. Which is to say, not horrible, but not stealthy either. Oh. Yes, I see, Monochromium. I understand now. Hey, thanks, Max. Different voice lines and different personalities. That I expected. I was just wondering if the missions were different. I would not have recognized that as a Jeff Goldblum quote. In fact, I thought you were trying to suggest perhaps a name. So when you said suggest, I'd make a suggestion, but that's chaos theory. I thought, oh, okay, he's thinking about making a suggestion of a name, but he doesn't want to because it would be chaos theory. Okay. Yeah, enjoying it very much. It'll be tons of fun. I also look forward to playing this sometime on my own and playing as Corvo. Old history textbook. Okay, so when we come back next time, we'll read the old history textbook. Don't let me forget, y'all. But those of you who've been hanging out very much, those of you who've been hanging out in the stream this evening, thanks very much for being here. Those of you catching up on YouTube, thanks for doing so. We'll cut it off a little bit short this time because we went long in Morrowind. But we will play this again next week and see if Emily Caldwin can just straight up murder every dude that she sees. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. Appreciate it. See you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, take care, and I will see you around. Have a good night.